Unfiltered. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the latest edition of the Stephen A. Smith Show, coming at you as I love to do every weekday over the airwaves of Sirius XM, Mad Dog Sports Radio, Channel 82. Number to call as always is 888 Mad Dog 6. That's 888-623-3646. Again, 888 Mad Dog 6. That's 888-623-3646. Got a jam-packed show coming your way today, but I got a couple of things on my mind that I have to get to it right now. Ladies and gentlemen,
to be all the way
the
honest,
MVP
I've never heard of
and it is not a
Jaden
foregone
Ivey.
conclusion.
To be all the way honest, I've never heard of Jaden Ivey before today.
Got a jam-packed show coming your way today, but I got a couple of things on my mind
follow the Pistons
that I have to
closely.
get to it right now. Ladies and gentlemen, the race for the MVP is in play.
I'm a fan of the NBA, but I don't follow the Pistons closely.
Mad love for Jalen
he was
Brown
on the
and year that
Pistons.
He
Got
Celtics
traded to the
definitely
Bulls
deserve
in
our
February of this year.
is going to win. Mad love for Jalen Brown. And
I don't follow the Chicago Bulls closely, even though I reside in Chicago.
The Detroit Pistons, they can't
I don't follow the Bulls closely.
This race, I believe he's doing something.
This is me keeping it all the way a buck
ladies and
off
gentlemen,
bat.
the race for the MVP is in play, and it is. I think he's doing something for the. I don't know if we realize how special this brother is. 3 games. Lou Dortmund. Benyama is sensation. Spurs being 25-2 over their last.
They said SGA, not SGA, Jaden Ivey, he averaged over 14 points per game, almost 15 points per game on the Pistons. During his stint on the Pistons, but in the 2025 season, he averaged 8.2 points per game. Then when he went, when he went to the Bulls, he averaged 11.5. So he did better, a little bit better, which is good.
Your game can do the talking. 888-623-3646. What?
I wouldn't say he's elite yet. He's not elite yet.
I gotta switch to another subject.
He's talented though, yes.
Nevertheless, incredibly uncomfortable and unavoidable. And that is the situation involving Jaden Ivey, formerly of the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah.
And now
he dealt with multiple injuries. He was dealing with a left leg injury. He has lingering soreness and a lack of explosiveness in his right knee. Lack of explosiveness in his right knee. He has a left leg injury and a lack of He has a left leg injury. Yes, he has lingering soreness from a left leg injury and a lack of explosiveness in his right knee.
To another subject that's necessary to broach, nevertheless incredibly uncomfortable and unavoidable. And that is the situation.
This is all memory, no reading, no script. This is memory, real talk, nothing in my hands. This is memory.
Sports Nation, listen live to the Stephen A. Smith Show.
Hold up.
Sirius XM, Mad Dog Sports Radio. I gotta switch to another subject that's necessary to broach, nevertheless incredibly uncomfortable and unavoidable. And that is the situation involving Jaden Ivey, formerly of the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah.
And now formerly of the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, he got waived by Chicago.
He's gotten himself into quite a quandary.
He got waived by Chicago.
And it's self-inflicted.
Yeah. There's nuance to this, but
Jaden Ivey already been shut down for the season due to a left
there's a
knee,
balance.
left knee
I
pain.
will give the balance, but
Jaden Ivey
hear
already been shut down for the season due to a left
Stephen
knee
A.
pain.
has to say.
Over the past week, Jaden Ivey already been shut down for the season due to a left knee pain. Over the past week, went live multiple times on Instagram, sharing
he
what
messed
some
up
would
for
say
sure.
were inflammatory remarks tied to
He
his
made a
religious
mistake.
beliefs. What the Chicago Bulls were saying was conduct detrimental to the team. What others were saying were LGBT
Plus
stuff. Okay? And the reason why this story has really percolated even more is because he was waived by the Chicago Bulls. I think his mother's a coach at Notre Dame.
Yeah. His OG.
I had
His OG.
of meeting him when he was drafted.
Dope.
Liked the kid, met his mom, wishing him nothing but the best.
Yeah.
But we got to talk about this because we don't run from issues on this show. We haven't before. We certainly are not going to start now. Jaden Ivey said a few things. And rather than me quoting and reading those quotes, I want you to hear from him yourself. First, he made the comments that got him in trouble. And then in a 42-minute appearance on Instagram Live.
Elongated video.
Thereafter, ultimately getting waived by the Chicago Bulls.
Yep.
He had even more to say. And of course, Coach Billy Donovan of the Chicago Bulls had to speak on it as well. So let's take it in the order that it was given. This is Jaden Ivey before he was waived by the Chicago Bulls. Listen to what he had to say.
The world can proclaim LGBTQ. Right? They proclaim Pride Month in the NBA. They proclaim it. They show it to the world. They say, come join us for Pride Month, to celebrate unrighteousness. They proclaim it. They proclaim it on the billboards. They proclaim it in the streets.
Aberrancy, deviancy, he's saying.
So how is it that one can
the wokies celebrate deviancy, aberrancy.
Say that you man, this man is crazy.
Weirdo, perverse behavior,
Talking about the
but
LGBT.
not all. There are reasonable LGBTQ plus people who, there are gays, there are people in the LGBTQ plus community who don't support perverseness or aberrantness. There are people in this community who don't support aberrancy or deviancy or perverse behavior or perverseness,
to celebrate unrighteousness.
but the wokies, they do celebrate garbageness. Yes. It is detrimental. It is poisonous. It is inimical. It is hurtful.
Unrighteousness. So how is it
being gay
that
doesn't make you automatically terrible. Your actions determine your morality.
Man, this man is crazy.
There are evil people of all groups.
Talking about the LGBTQ.
You have good people in all groups.
Pride Month. And essentially the NBA. Because the NBA celebrates Pride Month. What needed to say?
But yes, a lot of people in this community do celebrate aberrant behavior.
Years ago,
it is crazy.
Along with a former executive for Golden State Warriors, I shouldn't say former. Might still be there. I haven't checked. I apologize.
People should be able to condemn this behavior. It is trash.
Inclusionary in that regard. And that would mean the Chicago Bulls would be a team that's inclusionary as well. So they waived them because they considered those remarks inflammatory, not representative of the Chicago Bulls organization, and they labeled
They
it
thought he was
conduct detrimental
bigoted,
to the team.
but he
Well,
never
Jaden Ivey
said
had a problem with
slurs
that, and he
or
spoke out in the
threatened
aftermath of that decision by the Chicago
violence
Bulls.
or
Here's what he had
fomented
to say about that.
violence.
They
So
said
it is rubbish to say he's bigoted or anti-gay or homophobic or transphobic. It is rubbish, but I see where they come from. The people who say he is anti-gay, anti-trans, anti-LGBTQ plus, because he does come off as stubborn, insular, moralizing. He does come off as these things in his commentary. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah, his approach was not the best. His approach wasn't the wisest. Uh, yeah, you should never be fake. Never pretend to be something you are not, to curry fake, to gain approval, to gain validation. Never pretend to be something you are not to gain approval or validation, but you have to approach stuff in a in a rational way. You have to be perspicacious. This is Tate's fave words. Perspicacious. Perspicacious. You have to be prudent. You have to be logical when you in your approach. Yeah. Yeah. Don't abandon your principles, but your approach has to be better. It has to be yeah. You have to say things. You have to say things in a way that doesn't cause alienation or cause you have to chill a little bit. But he wasn't slurring. But Jaden Ivey, he wasn't slurring people or fomenting violence. He wasn't calling for violence against these people, against the LGBTQ plus community. He just gave different opinions. He just gave a different stance. But yeah, his approach could have been more rational, more prudent. Yeah.
I would mean the Chicago Bulls would be a team that's inclusionary as well. So they waived them because they considered those remarks inflammatory, not representative of the Chicago Bulls organization, and they labeled it conduct detrimental to the team. Well, Jaden Ivey had a problem with that, and he spoke out in the aftermath of that decision by the Chicago Bulls. Here's what he had to say about that.
They said your conduct is detrimental to the team. I haven't been with the team. Right? I haven't been with the team because I've been rehabbing. So how is my conduct detrimental to the team?
That is a good question. Valid question.
Where have I done detriment? Right? I haven't been with the team because I've been rehabbing. So how is my conduct detrimental to the team?
Somebody described him. Somebody did describe Ivey as a disciplined worker and a dedicated worker. Yeah. So yeah, I don't doubt his that the truthfulness of this statement that he's a dedicated worker and he's a disciplined worker. There's no doubt that I have no doubt that he is a dedicated worker and a disciplined worker. No, there's no doubt. There is no doubt with me that this guy is a dedicated worker and a disciplined worker.
Been with the team, right? I haven't been with the team because I've been rehabbing. So how is my conduct detrimental to the team? Where have I done detriment? Did the players did I say man, you suck? Did I say you suck to the players? That would be detrimental to the team, right?
Before I comment about what Jaden Ivey just said, let me let you hear from the head coach of the Chicago Bulls, who had this to say. Listen up.
You've got people from all different backgrounds, inside the organization. So I think the first thing is how well organized. This goes for players, I think coaches, everything that will be. It's always been, I think, it's been from the top, like, we're all going to work well together. We're all going to basically take care of each other. We're going to accept each other. And I think we're going to be hardworking, we're going to be accountable, and we're going to be respectful, and we're going to be professional. I think that's kind of what it's been. I know some of the things that we put out there. I think it's a situation for him where, it's on his own personal Instagram. I don't want to get into what he put out there, but certainly I hope for him, he's okay. I don't know, like I've had conversations with Jade and stuff, and he's been always about rehabbing his knee and trying to find out what he wanted to play. But I think organization and certain standards, I think we're going to have as an organization trying to work against each and every day.
Taxes, chasing updates. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert doing it all for you, so you can chase this feeling. Now this is Taxes. Don't miss the deadline. File by 4/15.
Oats by Super Hydration, vitamin booster for 24/7 healthier looking skin. That's not what this is about. There's a camera in front of me for those listening on radio. So this is not just a radio show. This is something that will circulate on YouTube as well. Let me speak directly to Jaden Ivey, because I want to help this young brother. I want to emphasize that I'm not engaging in condemnation here. I'm 58 years old. Jaden Ivey, you're 24. You just turned 24 years of age in February. Allow me, very respectfully, to try to help you out. There's a whole bunch of people, myself included, who are not gay.
Words.
Who would
Same.
not consider ourselves members of the LGBTQ
Plus
community.
IAX.
But when you see folks who are supportive of them, it's about being inclusionary and
In
understanding
a genuine way,
everybody
not a goofy way, but
who
or
doesn't look like
fake
you,
way.
who doesn't share your same beliefs, who don't share the proclivities that you have, who follow a different sexual orientation and stuff like that,
Have a different
don't
lifestyle.
deserve to be ostracized and demonized and shoved aside by us as God's children, because they are too.
If you believe in God,
You
yes.
can point to the Bible and what it says, depending on your religious beliefs, to support you one way or another. We have Christians that are just as adamant as Jaden Ivey was. And then we have other Christians who are more open-minded. We have
Amenable.
pastors who are very diligent and very dogged in their approach to such issues of inclusion. And then we have others who are a bit open-minded.
Yep. You have the
As is the
stubborn
case
people and
with members
you
of
have the
Islam,
amenable people.
members of the Jewish community, Buddhist,
Muslim,
Hindus, etc.
Rastafarian.
You have people who are inclusion. And then we have others who are a bit open-minded. As is the case with members of Islam, members of
Judaism.
the Jewish community,
Yep.
Buddhist, Hindus, etc. You have people who are zealots,
Yep.
and you have
Tyrants.
people not so much.
Yeah. And you
Jaden
have
Ivey, where you
reasonable
lost
people
everything
or balanced people
is when you make a statement
also.
like, how is my conduct detrimental to the team? That's because you're thinking about you. See, the team wants everybody's money. The team wants everybody's support. The team, as it pertains to it being the Chicago Bulls, or the NBA as a collective governing body, a league, they don't say we just want heterosexual dollars.
Or just Christian or just
They don't ostracize
MAGA
of
or
people
just
and say your
Caucasian
money
or
ain't green,
just
it don't matter to us.
black or
They
just
want everybody's money.
Asian.
Jaden Ivey, so did you, because you didn't play for free. It's a business.
Yep.
And in the world of business, where
he-
you made your mistake, respectfully, is
He
speaking as an
spoke too much.
individual,
He did
acting
too
like
much.
you weren't a part of a collective when you
He
most
should.
certainly are.
Certain things have to be
You're an
kept
NBA player.
silent.
Don't
You
you
don't
play
have to
before the guys
spew
who run the
everything
court?
that
Don't you share
is
locker
on
rooms
your
anywhere from,
mind.
11 to 14
Don't be
other
fake.
guys?
Again, don't be fake. But
Don't you have a coach?
the approach has to be
Don't you
logical.
have assistants?
You can't
It don't matter to us. They want
think that
everybody's
you
money.
are above
Jaden
consequences,
Ivey, so did
above
you, because you didn't play for
accountability,
free.
just because you belong to certain groups, certain tribes,
It's a business.
certain religions.
And in the world of business,
It is delusion
where you
to
made
think
your
you are
mistake,
above
respectfully,
consequences.
is speaking as an individual,
But
acting like you weren't
I
a
don't
part of a
think
collective
Ivy was
when you
being
most certainly
bigoted
are.
to gays when he
You're an
said what
NBA
he
player.
said.
Don't
When
you
he
play
said
before the guys when you're on the
biological
court? Don't you share a locker
realities.
room with anywhere
Men,
from,
2 men
11
can't
to 14
produce
other
children.
guys?
2 women can't produce
Don't you
children.
have a coach? Don't you
Biological
have assistants?
realities.
Don't you have a GM?
There's no transphobia, there's no homophobia in those remarks.
And in the world of business, where you made
It is
your
logic,
mistake, respectfully,
but
is speaking as an individual,
certain things should be
acting
kept
like you weren't
silent
part of a collective
if you
when
are
you
in
most certainly
certain
are.
companies,
You're an NBA player.
certain
Don't you play before the guys when you're on the
settings.
court? Don't you share a locker
If
room
you
with
work for
anywhere
a
from,
private
11
company,
to
the
14
company
other
can
guys?
remove you if they deem you to
Don't
be
you have a
problematic.
coach?
Even if you
Don't you have assistants?
didn't,
Don't you have
even
a
if
GM?
you
Don't you
are
have
not
owners?
saying
Don't you have a
anything
fan base
problematic,
in
if they deem it
Chicago
to
at
be
this moment in time, which you are a
this
part of?
label, they will
Do they
remove
all
you.
feel
It
like
is
you
what it
do?
is. So,
They feel
logicality is
It's speaking as an
the wise
individual,
thing
acting like you
to
weren't a part of a collective when you
moving
most
with
certainly are.
logicality is the
You're an
wise
NBA
thing
player.
to do.
Don't you play before the guys when you're on the court? Don't you share a locker room with anywhere from 11 to 14 other guys? Don't you have a coach? Don't you have assistants?
Yep.
Don't you have a GM? Don't
Yep.
you have owners?
General
Don't you have a
manager.
fan base in
GM.
Chicago at this moment in time? which you are a part
General
of?
manager.
Do they all feel like you do? Did they all step in front of a camera and bloviate about their personal beliefs?
Nope.
Lamenting
Because certain
what a
things
league
are
that
bad
they're
for
supposed to
business.
represent is
You
supporting.
will lose opportunities, endorsements,
I'm not
sponsorships.
chastising Jaden Ivey. I'm simply bringing up something
If you
that's
say
incredibly
certain
important
things,
for
if you do
everybody to
certain
understand.
things.
In the world of business, you don't just represent you.
Yep. Yeah,
You know, I take a
Ivy,
lot of
there's
hits.
stubbornness in Ivy for sure. It
My
is- it is-
favorite thing is when
It is
folks
detrimental.
sit there and they call me a company man. Let me look into the camera and say, you damn right I am. You damn right. Do you know that I own my own company? It's Straight Shooter Media.
But his ashul of
The people who work for me.
slurring, and his assual
You work for me, you represent me. You damn well better.
fomentation of
Or
violence
else.
are laudable.
Just like Disney,
His assual,
owns
ESCHEWAL, avoidance
I
of
have a lot
slurring
of latitude that most
and
people don't have. It's been earned, not given.
derogation
Spanning 30 plus years in
and
this business.
dehumanizing.
And you know why I have, they call me a company man.
With labels like
Let me look into
the
camera and say,
FAGGOT
"You damn right I
label
am. You damn right.
and
Do you
the
know
avoidance of
that I
fomentation
own
of
my own
physical
company?
harm. They
It's
are
straight to
laudable,
me.
but his approach wasn't. Two things can be
The
true.
people who work for me, they damn well better be company people. You work for me, you represent me. You damn well better. Or else.
Yep.
Just like Disney, which owns ESPN,
Yeah.
or SiriusXM, yes. I have a lot of latitude that most people don't have. It's been earned, not given. Spanning
Word.
30 plus years in this business.
Yep.
And you know why I have the success that I have, that everybody's been bloviating about all of these years? Because I'm trustworthy.
Yep. Reliable.
There's lines I'm not crossing because I don't represent just me. I represent Disney.
A
I
bigger
represent
thing.
SiriusXM.
Yeah.
I have an obligation not to say what they want me to say, not to parrot their speeches or their beliefs or anything. I am my own individual. Jaden, Ivey, just like you are your own individual. But in the same breath, you represent others, not just yourself.
Words.
And because that's the case,
A lot of people have to know this.
and you do
There's a lot of
represent
people who
yourself,
are glazing Ivy as if he
and you
is
represent
infallible.
them,
Nah. Yeah,
you have to be mindful
they
of
go
the
wrong.
opposite.
They go wrong.
Not to parrot their
Like
speeches.
this guy, he's not infallible just because he aligns with you religiously. Just because because he's saying the things you agree with. He's not infallible. He has flaws, blemishes. He has faults. He's done
And you do represent yourself. And
odious
you represent
things.
them. You have to be mindful and cognizant of how
Ivy, he admitted to verbally abusing his wife, bro, and his kids. He owns up to verbally abusing his wife and kids. Yeah. Yeah, it salutes for the owning up, but I don't salute what he did. Yeah, what he did was trash, terrible, dysfunctional, all of these things. Yeah, it is sad. This didn't happen for no reason. Everything happens for a reason. Certain things happen for good reasons. Other things happen for bad reasons. Certain things happen for good reasons. Other acts happen for bad reasons. Certain things happen for good reasons. Other things happen for bad reasons. But everything happens for a reason. Facts. Yeah. His abuse of his wife and his kids. This stemmed from trauma, from from molestation. He was molested as a kid when he was a kid. Yeah, crazy, bro. Crazy, traumatic, sickening, disgusting. The person who did that, I hope the person suffers in prison and is serving a long sentence. Yeah, the person is scum, filth, all of muck, dirt, a cur, a monster. Yes. Yeah, man. Yeah, he was abused as a kid. He was taken advantage of. So but he didn't heal from that. He ended up abusing people also, but in a different way. The abuse was a different form of abuse. It wasn't sexual, but it wasn't sexual, but it was still abuse. Verbal abuse is abuse. If you are name calling people for no good reason, if you engage in manipulation and defamation and derogation and tarnishing of somebody's reputation, this is verbal abuse. If you lie on somebody's name, this is verbal abuse. If you verbally lie on somebody's name, this is slander. Slander is verbal abuse. A form of is verbal abuse. That is what slander is. That is what slander is. Verbal abuse. So, yeah. 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 Instead of, yeah. He didn't heal from what happened to him. He ended up mistreating his own people, his wife and his flesh and blood, bro. His spawns, the people he brought into this, the people he brought onto this earth, the people who he brought into this world. Crazy. Yeah, it is hurtful. It is vomitous. It is shameful all the way. Yeah, yeah, bro. You cause scars, and yeah, his kids, they will be scarred because of this, bro. It is terrible, man. Yeah. But he said he found God. He's working on himself. He's not doing certain things he did before. Sleep with so many women. He's not addicted to porn anymore. He's not getting wasted anymore. He used to engage in low vibrational stuff. He used to do too much. He used to go overboard with sex, with porn, with alcohol. He used to do too much. He used to overindulge and go overboard. He ended up messing his life up. But yeah, he said he was saved. He's a reborn. He's a born again Christian. He's working on himself. He's evolving. He shouldn't. He should keep working on himself for sure. Yeah. Evolution is important. Evolution is important. Healing is important. They say if you don't heal, you will spill the blood. If you don't heal from the trauma that you were subjected to, you will spill the blood onto other people. If you don't heal the wounds, if you don't heal what caused the pain, you will spill the blood onto other people. They say hurt people. Yeah, but this doesn't give you the excuse to mistreat and abuse other people just because you were hurt. You have to fix. You have to heal. You have to grow. You have to fix. what is wrong. You have to fix it. You can't do other people dirty. Nah. You have to evolve. You have to evolve. Facts.
And you represent them. You have to be mindful and cognizant.
Yep. Aware.
Of how what comes out of your mouth.
You can't be heedless, reckless, or thoughtless in your commentary or actions. If you are reckless, you will end up effed up. You won't go far. If you have a reckless approach, a thoughtless approach to things, you won't go far. You won't go far, yo.
That's all.
You have to be prudent.
Jaden Ivey, I'm quite sure you love your mama. I don't know her. I'm quite sure she's an absolutely marvelous, wonderful woman. I think the one time I met her, I think it was at the draft. She seemed like a wonderful, wonderful person. I hope I got the right person right. I hope that was your mom. She coaches at Notre Dame. She's a grown woman. Who raised you? Do you see her saying that? Because she works at Notre Dame.
She knows what will happen if she does.
She doesn't just
vocalize.
Do what she wants to do when she wants to do.
She knows what will happen if she does vocalize.
Other things into consideration.
Yep. Logicality, common sense. She knows what will occur if she does vocalize her opinions. When it comes to Christianity, her beliefs, her stances, her views.
Into consideration. Jaden Ivey, respectfully, you didn't do that. Even in your marks in the aftermath of getting waved off, you talk about how was my conduct detrimental to the team. You only brought up the locker room. You didn't bring up the team. Conduct detrimental to the team. The team is the Chicago Bulls. That means everyone associated with the Chicago Bulls. What about members of the LGBTQ plus community that work within the Bulls organization? I'm sure there's somebody. We got to stop acting like, oh, you know what? Like we had the conversation about transgender athletes. Somebody wanting to transition from a man to being a woman, and that's all there is. No, the LGBTQ community, I assure you, they're everywhere. Lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, the conversation.
Non-binary.
You can't go anywhere and don't see them. They're everywhere. They're a part of our society in every place on the globe. What about them? Body.
Intersex, asexual.
They're looking around and they're saying everything else is celebrated. How come we can't be celebrated?
Intersex, asexual, intersex, asexual.
But to speak out against it as if you're an individual entity and that you have nobody that you represent.
It's delusional.
That's not how it works.
It is delusional. It is deluded. It is warped. It is warped. I see both where both sides come from.
We can't be celebrated.
It is delusional, but
you don't agree with it, fine. Don't be a participant.
There was no bigotry or
as if you're an individual entity. And
antipathy for all LGBTQ plus people in his commentary.
Not how it works.
But they still punished him.
Ivey, so I'm telling them, because
there are people who have done worse things, who have said worse things than Ivey in the NBA. Draymond Green, he accused the Caucasian ref JT ORR of racism for giving him a technical foul, a rightful technical foul. He gave him the foul, he gave him the tech because Draymond Green told Orr to the ref gave Draymond the tech because Draymond told the ref not to put his hands in his face as a Caucasian referee. He said, "Don't put your hands in my face." He brought up the ref's race. He brought up his own race. He said, "I won't tolerate a Caucasian referee putting his hands in my face, a black man's face." He said, "Don't talk to me in a stern manner. Don't talk to a black man in a stern manner as a Caucasian referee." Yo, craziness, bro. Yo, as if he's above consequences, as if his race gives him immunity to consequences, to accountability, as if he's above following regulations, rules. Yo, Draymond, he's delusional too, bro. He's delusional. He lied saying the ref put his hands in his face. The video shows the referee putting his hands near Draymond's chest to create space between the two, between himself and Draymond. Or didn't put his hands in Draymond's face. Even if he didn't do it because Draymond was black. The idea, the notion, the belief that Orr was racist with no evidence is really crazy. Draymond, he was playing the victim. He really was. He was on. It is crazy, bro. There was accountability, but he didn't get waived or any. He didn't get released from Golden State. But he should have gotten waived to be consistent, to be consistent. He should have gotten waived, but there's no consistency. It is okay to falsely accuse white people of racism, to be racist to white people, to be bigoted to certain groups of people, to groups of people who are seen as oppressive, who are seen as terrible, evil, devilish. Straight people, Christian people, Caucasian people, people of color who don't conform to or blindly believe or blindly adhere to the prevailing narrative. Those people are the biggest threats to the woke, to the woke tyrants, to the woke mob. It is crazy, bro. Draymond, he didn't get waived because people were saying he didn't get waived because or there was no, he didn't get let go because he's essential to winning titles. He has won 4 titles. He's one of the greats. He is great defensively and offensively. He has now he's not putting up as much, producing as well as he did before in previous years, but he's still top tier. He is still top tier, but he's not putting up the numbers he did before. He will be known as one of the greatest ever in NBA, but your productivity, your talent, this does what you what you can produce, this doesn't make you infallible. This doesn't make you above consequences. Everybody has to face consequences. Everybody has to face. Everybody has. Everybody has to face consequences. It is what it is. It doesn't matter if you are a 4-time champion or somebody who is rising. It doesn't matter. You have to follow rules. You have to follow the rules, the regulations in place. There's no immunity to these things. You have to adhere. It is what it is. You have to adhere. You have to follow the regulations. Yeah. But because Draymond is a great talent, he didn't receive severe enough punishment for what he did. He falsely accused the ref of racism, bro. That is crazy. They gave him less severe treatment than they gave Ivey, bro. Ivey didn't falsely accuse people of hatred or yeah. He didn't lump all gay people in the same box or anything like this. He didn't incite violence. Yeah, they packed him up, but they packed this dude's up, but they didn't pack up somebody like Ja Morant, who flashed a gun in a Colorado bar in 2023. He did get suspended. Yes, there was accountability. He did get a 25-game suspension, but he didn't get waived. He should have gotten waived too. He should have gotten waived also. Harsher punishments, but he didn't because there's bias. There is bias. The bias is heavy. The bias is heavy, bro. It is nuts. They didn't waive Montrezl Harrell, who played on the Clippers in 2020. He called Luka Doncic a BA white boy, bro. That impudent, disrespectful. There was accountability, I think, but he didn't get waived. He didn't get let go. He did apologize to Luka after saying what he did apologize after saying what he said. Credit for that, but he bugged when he called Luka a BA white boy. He did bug. He did trip. He effed up. He went wrong when he called Luka a BA. He did go wrong when he called Luka a BA white boy. When he ran back on defense. When he ran back on defense. He did go wrong when he called Luka a BA white boy when he ran back on defense. He did go wrong when he called Luka a BA white boy when he ran back on defense. It was sucky. It was trash. It was goofy. Clown-ish, bro. It is what it is. But Montrez, he never got let go. The bias is crazy, bro. The idea, the partiality is crazy. The picking and choosing is crazy. The picking and choosing is crazy. Yeah, you have to be consistent. If you are going to punish stuff that is problematic, overboard, inappropriate, you have to punish all people who engage in inappropriate-ish and violative-ish. You have to punish all people who do this stuff, not just people you disagree with politically, religiously, racially, whatever. You have to punish all people, not just people you disagree with religiously, politically, racially, etc. You have to punish all. You must punish all. If you don't, you can't be seen as a credible org or a credible organization. You can't be seen as legit, as serious. You can't be seen as serious if you only punish certain people. It is what it is. Punish all or punish no one, but the giving of severe punishment to certain groups and giving of passes to other groups is all the way goofy, all the way goofy. This can't be a thing. This can't slide. If you give certain people passes, you have to give everybody a pass. If you punish certain people, you have to punish all people. Be consistent. If you can't be consistent, you are to be seen as whack, garbage. So do better. Do better. Please do better. Words. This picking and choosing stuff is crazy. It is inimical to the growth of NBA.
During the summer, my face looked like somebody threw mud at me. It was horrendous. I didn't really start noticing it until others.
This is going to cause. This is going to cause a lot of people to stop watching the NBA altogether, to stop going to the games, to stop paying for tickets, because you place wokeness above reality. You place wokeness above logic. You place wokeness above logic. Wokeness is poison. Wokeness is detrimental. It is deleterious. It leads to more hate, to more division, to more destruction, to more destruction. The social ailment of wokeness leads to more destruction, to more agony, to more pain, to more BS, to more hate, to more odium, to more antipathy. It is what it is. So cease the woke BS, bro, but they won't, because they won't cease the wokeness, because they are craven poltroons, invertebrates. They are weak. It is what it is.
My favorite thing is when folks sit up there and they call me a company man. There's lines I'm not crossing, because I don't represent just me. I represent Disney. I represent SiriusXM. I have an obligation not to say what they want me to say, not to parrot their speeches or their beliefs or anything. I am my own individual. Jaden, Ivey, just like you are your own individual. But in the same breath.
But Ivey is bugging for saying too much. You have to keep certain things silent if you want to keep your money.